We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New England Patriots. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, set, 29, Alpha, check it, 47, 72.
Brady now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. He was looking for Edelman there, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 17 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
By 52, by 52. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 58 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Brady already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
74. Here, no, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Come to
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And now Edelman. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Alabama.
Brady now on first down. And Watson has it right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Catch here, left side, Thomas. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Right there.
Brady to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Exit. 54. Rim.
To throw, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike. Wait, that. 380. Mike. Tackles. Hey, goal 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And who we got? Here, shift. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill.
Wentz. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. My 52.
Wentz going to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check pass, check pass.
The final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. at their 48-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Mike 52,
Mike 52. Stop your whine. Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go with Howard again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard, out to his left. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down.
Go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down now. It's Howard, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 4, check 4. Let me go.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Check. Check. Hey, goal 66.
And it's Michel once again. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Brady going to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Brady now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Howard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 8-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check. Hey, kill.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
He'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
81. Outside, solid.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.